Yeah, these are box questions. Okay, and what? Oh, that's good. This side does not need a box, but this side does. So I'm gonna put it underneath here. Okay, and 5x times 7x is 35x squared. 7x times negative 7 is negative 49x. Negative 7 times 5x is negative 35x. Negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. Look at me go. Okay, now next question. What do I do when there's a negative in the front of parentheses? It starts with a D and ends with distribute. That was supposed to be funny. Okay, so what do we do when two negatives are next to each other? Change it to plus, right? So this is going to become positive 23x squared, and this is going to become positive 14x. And then on this side, I'm going to have the things from the box. So 35x squared. What does this add up to? 84? Where's my mental math specialist over there? 84? Negative 84x plus 49. Wow, Mrs. Talbot, these numbers that you, I know, kind of big. 35x squared plus 14x equals 35x squared minus 84x plus 49. Okay, do you guys see my bit of good news right there? The 35x squareds cancel out? Yes. And I promised you they would all the way till next year. You're going to have to learn how to solve with those. It has to do with more boxes. Okay. Now I'm going to add 84x to both sides. You might not have known that 49 goes into 98 perfectly twice, but maybe you did. Okay. Oh, numbers look a little better on this one. Okay, so there's my box. 6x squared, 12x, negative 3x, negative 6. 6x squared. This adds to be positive 9x minus 6. Okay, gonna combine those two together. Anybody see my good news? Yep, 6x squared is match, which means they can cancel. It's super satisfying. Whole number. You like it? Okay. Now I hear you guys flipping packet. That's fine. The classwork today is not in the packet, but the homework is. So if you guys could find the quiz review, find the worksheet in the packet that's titled quiz review. I believe it's quiz 2 review. Okay, so it's right here. Just open to this page and then set this off to the side. I'm hoping to give you some time at the end to work on it. Okay. All right, you guys get your notebooks and start setting these up. Okay, now from the way that number 90 looks up there, what type of problem do you think it is? Yeah, word problem. Oh, you're so excited. But before I you know, worry you with the word problem, let me show you today's agenda. Okay. Do you remember how yesterday I said that elimination method is like a video game and it has 4 levels? Level 1 is when you just add the two together and one thing eliminates. Level 2 is when you can't add them together, but you can subtract them. And instead of subtracting, I usually multiply by -1 and then add because adding is easier than subtract. Some of you guys told me you wanted to subtract. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna work on that again today, and we're gonna add in level 3. And then Monday's gonna be level 4, the hardest type of elimination problems. The homework is the quiz 2 review worksheet, which I just showed you where that was. And I'm not going to stamp that on Monday. I need you to look at it though and prepare questions. We have a quiz on Tuesday, and Monday will be my last day to be able to answer questions for you. So make sure that you look at it and let me know what you need on Monday. Does that make sense? I'm not going to stamp it, but I want you to be able to ask questions. And then there's my joke for the day. It says when you didn't listen in class and tried to do the homework. And there's Jack Sparrow all confused. Although I gotta tell you, that scene kind of creeps me out. You know what scene that is? The one where like all the crabs come out of the rocks and like the boat turns into like crabs and there's like waves of crabs and he's like in the desert, but it's like the boat. Oh, well, that seems kind of weird. Why did I do that? I needed to show you the ebook for the ebook. Must be Friday. Okay. Number 90. Phoebe was helping her mom buy party favors for her little sister's birthday party guests. There were 11 friends attending the party. Costume dragonfly wings cost $1, while fairy wings cost $2. Phoebe's mom spent $18 on the gifts. Okay, let's start with this. So, what letter do you want to use for dragonfly wings? D? And fairy wings? F. Okay, so next to your dragonfly, put D, fairy, put F. Okay, so we're going to start with this little part right here. Dragonfly wings cost $1. Okay, so you're going to go $1 for dragonfly wings. And fairy wings cost $2. $2 for fairy wings. And what was the total cost? $18. So right now you should have 1D plus 2F equals 18. Okay, now look back up at the word problem. There's a number I didn't use. 11. Okay, there were 11 friends attending the party. And you feel like there should be more information because usually we have 3 things to put in. They only gave us 1 number. But when there's a total, that means the number of dragonfly wings plus the number of fairy wings has to equal 11. 11 is a total, so that means dragonfly wings plus fairy wings for 11 kids. Okay. Now, first question. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. So, can I add them together? No, because I would get 2D plus 3F equals 19, and that would not eliminate anything. So I'm going to do subtraction, but I'm going to do subtraction by multiplying the bottom by -1. And make sure that when you do that, you multiply everything. You can also just switch the signs on everything. Okay, and in this case, D's eliminate because 1 minus 1 is 0. 2F minus 1F is 1F. And 18 minus 11 is 7. Okay, which one do you want to plug it back into? Probably this one, right? D plus F equals 11. Okay, so now I need you to access your alphabet. What comes first in the alphabet, D or F? I'm not asking you that in a condescending way, I promise. Sometimes we just don't sit and recite our alphabet since like kindergarten. There you go. If you know the song. Okay, anyway. So D is gonna come first. So 4, comma, 7. Or you could write it out in words. You could say 4 dragonfly wings, 7 fairy wings. But I'm too lazy, so I wrote the coordinate. Okay, moving on. Number 91. Okay, 91 is a level 3 elimination problem. I'm going to write on it in my erasable pen. Do not write on it right now. I'm going to attempt to add them together. We're going to see what happens. Don't write this. 2x plus 3x is 5x. 1y plus -2y is -y. 10 plus 1 is 11. Did I eliminate? No. Cripes. Yeah. That's why I did. Okay, so now I'm going to switch all the signs, which is the same effect as multiplying by -1. Now I have 2 minus 3 is -1x. I have y plus 2y is 3y, and 10 minus 1 is 9. Did I eliminate anything? No. Dang it. Cripes indeed. Okay, now we have a scholar in the room who did some strategic Googling last night and figured out how to do this. Evan. Okay, you want to tell them what to do? Two. Yeah. Top. Beautiful. I don't really need to be here. I could go take a nap now, and your teacher, your sub could come in, teach this perfectly. Okay, so what he's saying is that, okay, I noticed that this is +1 and -2, and Mrs. Talbot told me to look for opposites. I want them to be opposites of each other. They're opposite signs already, but I also want them to be opposite coefficients in the front. How can I make that a 2? Multiply by 2. Okay, so that's going to give me 4x plus 2y equals 20. And then the bottom equation stays the same. 3x minus 2y equals 1. And now it went from a level 3 elimination problem to a level 1 elimination problem, and I can just add them together. Okay, now which one do you want to plug it back into? And I always plug it back into one of the two like originals that were written down on the page. Yes, Landon, which one? First one? Okay. So 2x is going to be 3 plus y equals 10. 6 plus y equals 10. What's my final answer, guys? Great. That was your first level 3 problem. And I promise you it's going to get easier to spot what to multiply by. I promise. Okay, now number 92. Since you're all cranky, I can tell. I'm going to make an additional requirement for number 92. You're going to have to draw a sheep and a chicken on your paper. And it's required, and I'm not stamping it unless you have an illustration of a sheep and a chicken. Yes. Okay. It doesn't matter, like, how good it is. Well, now that you asked, I wasn't gonna care before, but okay, anyway, I'm gonna do my own over here. You guys, we're gonna take 3 minutes for required art time. It's required. Oh, a little lopsided. Yeah. Okay, it's only required. We'll make stick sheep and stick chicken. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I really think it should be a little bit plumper right here, but you know, it's fine. I just, if I had done my erasable pen, I would have. Oh, don't listen, chicken. Okay. This is probably my favorite word problem in the whole book. Okay. There are 21 animals on Farmer Cole's farm, all sheep and chickens. The animals have a total of 56 legs. How many each type of animal lives on this farm? Write a system of equations and use the elimination method to solve it. Be sure to check your answer. Okay, we're gonna have two equations. One's gonna be about legs, and one's gonna be about the amount of animals. So remember, when you have a total type problem, now I don't love to use the letter S. We're gonna use the letter S, but I just want to warn you, I don't love S because it looks like a 5. So just make sure that your S is curvy and not like looking like a 5. Okay, we're going to start with the first equation. It says there are 21 animals on Farmer Cole's farm. Okay, so what that means is sheep plus chickens equals 21. It was 21, right? Okay. All right, now the animals have a total of 56 legs. Okay, how many legs do sheep have? 4 legs for each sheep. And how many legs do chickens have? 2 legs for each chicken for a total of 56 legs. I know it's bad. Okay, now on this one we have options. We can either, let's talk through our two options. We can either multiply the top equation by -4 and eliminate the s's, or we could multiply the top equation by -2 and eliminate the c's. Lynn has an opinion.
-2.
-2, okay, because it's a smaller number. Either one will work, but I like it. I like simpler. So, okay. So we're going to multiply the top equation by -2. And I'm going to have -2 sheep. That's kind of weird. Minus 2 chicken equals -42. And then the bottom equation stays the same. 4 sheep plus 2 chicken equals 56. And then it's turned into a level 1 problem where I can add. So -2 plus 4 is +2 sheep equals, what is that, 14?
Yep.
7 sheep. Okay. 7 plus chickens equals 21. $14 chickens. Yes.
4.7.
Yes. C definitely comes before S in the alphabet. I'm hoping that you know the first three. Okay. All right. Well, I spent a lot of paper on that. It's adorable paper. Thanks. I was trying to draw like him to be like Shaun the Sheep. Does anybody know who Shaun the Sheep is? Like Wallace and Gromit? Yeah. Next problem, we have two examples, and one of them is level 2, and one of them is level 3. And now we're done, and you guys can work on your worksheet. Mhm. Okay, while you're writing this, I'm coming to look at some of your sheets and shit. He's cute. I like his legs.
Very good. He's talking in the middle of it. Oh, he, one person took a lot of paper like me. Sleepover sheet now? Did anyone think about the sleepover sheet? Did anybody remember like the sleepover mattress and then there'd count the sheets and they would jump? Yeah. Since we put the 7 on it, it became a sleepover sheet. This is very, very good. Yeah. We got a lot of. My brother took us. Look at my sheet.
Yeah. First year have fun with so we're gonna talk about that. You have to multiply by whatever makes them opposite. So think of it like a fraction buster, kind of. Okay, so top one. Do you notice that these are both the same number? We want them to be opposites. So I'm going to multiply the bottom one by -1 so I can subtract 5m plus 2n equals -10. So top equation is going to stay the same. -3m minus 2n equals +2. It's for me. Okay, so 2n's eliminate. 2m equals -8. Okay. Plug it into the bottom one, has smaller numbers. 3 times -4 plus 2n equals -2. Did you guys get 5? Okay. All right. So final answer, -4, 5. M comes before N. My youngest child, I've talked to you about them before in the past. They hated any other letters than X and Y. They would change all the math problems to have X and Y in it no matter what. And sometimes we'd be like talking on the phone and I'd be like, what'd you get for M? Like, I don't have an M. Okay. And then I'd have to figure out like which one they were playing with. Okay. Last problem of the day. Okay. So we're gonna start working on how do you know what to multiply by? How do you know which ones to eliminate? Okay, so I'm gonna say, does 3 go into 7? No. That means that's gonna be a harder thing to eliminate. Does 2 go into 4?
Yep.
Yes. So you wanna pick that one because 2 goes into 4 evenly. Okay. So what I wanna do is make these opposites of each other. So I wanna make this +4 and -4. So I want to multiply the bottom equation by 2. And the reason I chose the y's is because 2 goes into 4, but 3 does not go into 7. Okay, top equation, 7x plus 4y equals 17. 6x minus 4y equals -30. Oh, I got worried for a second, but they're both 13s. Okay, now we eliminate the y's. 13x equals -13 equals -1. Probably do the bottom equation. 3 have 1. Okay, you're done with this. If you guys could go back to the quiz to review, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, 91. Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then I need you guys to find number 12 on the quiz 2 review worksheet. So Mrs. Talbot kind of made a mistake. She snuck in a level 4 problem. Oopsie. Okay. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't teach it yet. Okay, but it's a free lesson for Monday. Okay, so if I got number 12, I would say to myself, 6 doesn't go into 7 nicely. 4 doesn't go into 3 nicely. Oh no. That's not another one.
Look at number, what?
Only 12.
Oh, wait. Going wrong. Worksheet. Okay, okay, anyway, that freaks me out. Okay, so 6 doesn't go nicely into 7. 3 doesn't go nicely into 4. So at that moment, I just stop and say, okay, which two are opposite signs? The y's, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is say, okay, I need to multiply this equation by 3 and this equation by 4. I just multiply it by the other guy because this will give me 12 and negative 12. It's kind of like a fraction buster. So if you can't figure out what to multiply by, just multiply one of them by one of the other guy, and then multiply the other one by the other guy. What? No. Okay, so I love your idea, erasable pen. So let's say Jalen's doing this one and he's like, okay, I want to do the x's instead. Okay, I would multiply the top by 6 and the bottom by negative 7. And why would I choose negative 7? Well, no, because you want to be able to add them together, so you want opposites. So this would give me positive 42x, and this would give me negative 42x, which cancel. So if you can't figure it out, the rule is to multiply by the other one. Just make sure that you have opposite signs when you're done. Does that make sense? Okay. That's level 4. And then I'll come around. If you guys need me, raise your hand. I'll be around.